we have to evaluate this. First, we are going to take the fifth root of a raised to the power 4 third. We know this will simply be equal to a raised to the power 4 third. All this raised to the power 1/5. And this will simply be equal to a raised to the power 4 third times 1/5, which is simply equal to a raised to the power 4 times 1 gives 4 over 3 times 5 gives 15. Now if you raise all this to the power 3.5, fifth root of a raised to the power 4 third, all this raised to the power 3.5 will simply be equal to a raised to the power 4 over 15. You know this one is equal to a raised to the power 4 over 15. We are going to raise all this to the power 3 over 2. And this will simply be equal to a raised to the power 4 over 15 times 3 over 2. We can simplify. You know 3 will go here 1, 3 will go into 15, 5 times, 2 will go here 1, 2 will go into 4, 2 times. And this will simply give us a raised to the power 2 times 1 gives 2 over 5 times 1 gives 5. So this will give us a raised to the power 2/5. We take now the next term at the numerator. We have the square root of a times the cube root of a squared times b. You know this is simply equal to the square root of a times a squared times b, all this raised to the power 1/3. You know this will be equal to a times a squared times b, all this raised to the power 1/3. We are going to raise all this to the power a half, and this will simply be equal to a raised to the power a half times here, this will give us a squared times b, all this raised to the power 1/3 times a half. This will be equal to a raised to the power a half times a squared times b, all this raised to the power 1/6. This will give us a raised to the power a half times, we are going to open this up, a raised to the power 2 times 1/6 times b raised to the power 1/6. This will give us a raised to the power a half times a raised to the power, you know 2 here can be written as 2 over 1. We simplify, this will give us a raised to the power 1/3. 2 go here 1, 2 go into 6 3 times, times b raised to the power 1/6. This and this we can multiply them, so this will give us a raised to the power a half plus 1/3 times b raised to the power 1/6. Now if we add these two fractions, a half plus 1/3, you know the LCM of 2 and 3 is 6. 6 divided by 2 gives us 3. 3 times 1 gives 3, plus 6 divided by 3 gives 2. 2 times 1, 2. This will simply be equal to 5/6. This will give us a raised to the power 5/6 times b raised to the power 1/6. Now if we take the square root of a times the cube root of a squared times b, We raise this all to the power 4. This will simply be equal to a raised to the power 5 over 6 times b raised to the power 1/6, all this raised to the power 4. This will be equal to a raised to the power 5 over 6 times 4 times b raised to the power 1 over 6 times 4. This will simply be equal to a raised to the power, we can simplify here, we can write 4 as 4 over 1, 4 over 1. We know the HCF of 4 and 6 is 2. 2 will go into 4 2 times. 2 times 5 gives us 10 over 2 will go into 6 3 times. 3 times 1 gives 3 times b raised to the power 2 will go into 4 2 times 1 remains 2 all over 2 will go into 6 3 times. 3 times 1 remains 3. This will give us a raised to the power 10 over 3 times b raised to the power 2/3. Now if you move to the denominator, we have the first term as the fifth root of a raised to the power 4. This is simply equal to a raised to the power 4, all this raised to the power 1 over 5. And this will simply be equal to a raised to the power 4 over 5. If you take the fifth root of a raised to the power 4, raise all this to the power 3, it will simply be equal to a raised to the power 4 over 5. We raise all this to the power 3. This will simply be equal to a raised to the power. We are going to multiply. You can write 3 as 3 over 1. 4 times 3 gives us 12 over 5 times 1 gives 5. This will give us a raised to the power 12 over 5. Move now to the next. We have the cube root of a times the square root of b. This will simply be equal to a times the root of b, all this raised to the power 1/3. And this will simply be equal to a times b raised to the power a half, all this raised to the power 1/3, which will simply be equal to a raised to the power 1/3 times b raised to the power, if you multiply, this will give us b raised to the power 1 over 6. Now if we take the cube root of a times square root of b, all this raised to the power 6, it will simply be equal to a raised to the power 1/3 times b raised to the power 1 over 6, all this raised to the power 6. And this will be equal to a raised to the power 1/3 times 6 times b raised to the power 1 over 6 times 6. I write 6 here, 6 over 1. This is times. This will simply be equal to a raised to the power. We know 3 will go here 1, 3 will go into 6, 2 times. 2 times 1 remains 2, 2 over 1 remains 2, a squared times b raised to the power 6 will cancel 6, b raised to the power 1. And this will simply be equal to a squared times b. B raised to the power 1 remains b. For the given problem, we have the fifth root of a raised to the power 4 over 3. All this raised to the power 3 over 2 divided by the fifth root of a raised to the power 4. All this cube times the square root of a times the cube root of a squared b, a squared times b, all this raised to the power 4 all over the cube root of a times the square root of b, all this raised to the power 6. This will simply be equal to, we know the field root of a raised to the power 4 third, all this raised to the power 3 over 2 is equal to a raised to the power 2 over 5. You can see it. All over the field root of a raised to the power 4 all this cube, you know, it is equal to a raised to the power 12 over 5. I'll replace it with a raised to the power 12 on 5 times, we go now to the next, which is this. You know it is equal to a raised to the power 10 over 3 times b raised to the power 2 over 3. I'll replace it, a raised to the power 10 over 3 times b raised to the power 2 over 3. I'll divide by this, which is simply equal to a squared times b. I'll replace it. This will simply give us these two terms. We can simplify. This will give us a raised to the power 2 over 5 minus 12 over 5. This one is at the denominator, minus 2 plus 10 over 3 times b raised to the power 2 over 3. b is raised to the power 1 here, minus 1. Next thing, now we need to subtract these fractions. Let's perform the subtraction. If we take, let's do it here, 2 over 5 minus 12 over 5 minus 2 over 1 plus 10 over 3. You know the LCM of 5, 1 and 3 is simply 15. 15 divided by 5 gives us 3. 3 times 2 gives us 6 minus 15 divided by 5 gives us 3. 3 times 12 gives us 36 minus 15 divided by 1 gives 15. 15 times 2, 30 plus 15 divided by 3 gives us 5. 5 times 10 gives us 50. Next, we have to subtract. We are going to take 30. We are going to take 6 minus 36, which is equal to negative 30. Negative 30 minus 30 gives us negative 60. Negative 60 plus 50 gives us negative 10. So this will simply be equal to negative 10 over 15, which can be simplified. We know the HCF of negative 10 and 15 is 5. 5 will go into negative 10, negative 2 times, all over 5 will go into 15, 3 times. So this will give us a raised to the power negative 2 over 3 times b raised to the power, here we have 2 third minus 1 over 1. Find the LCM, it is 3. 3 divided by 3 gives us 1. 1 times 2, 2 minus 3 divided by 1 gives 3. 3 times 1 remains 3. We subtract, this will give us negative 1 over 3 times b raised to the power negative 1 third. You know we can write this as 1 all over a raised to the power 2 third times b raised to the power 1 third. This will simply be equal to 1 all over a raised to the power 1 third, all this squared times b, the cube root of b. No, b raised to the power 1 third is simply the cube root of b. This will simply be equal to 1 all over the cube root of a, all this squared times the cube root of b. This will be the final answer for the given question.